When you get in your car, chances are you will drive by a pond, canal, or even coastline. Florida has been one of the top spots in the nation for drivers to crash into the water. Just last month, 5 teens died in Fort Myers after the driver lost control and crashed into a retention pond. As part of our series, UnGuarded, 10 Investigates has been uncovering problems with dozens of guardrails along Florida roads.
But it's the lack of a guardrail that could mean life or death for drivers who veer off the road and into a pond. Tonight, in a story you'll see only on 10 Tampa Bay, Jennifer Titus talks exclusively with the developers of a new type of guardrail that you could see sometime on your next drive.
It's a 98-degree day at a motorsports park outside of Birmingham, Alabama. This crew has been waiting for this for 7 years.
Did pretty good.
This is a crash test for their next generation terminal.
The undercarriage of the vehicle is right on top of the guardrail. It is locked into place.
Unlike other guardrails, this one is not designed to allow a driver to keep going past it. That could be critical in spots where drivers could potentially go off the road and into the water.
You said this will revolutionize the guardrail industry?
I think it's going to revolutionize the guardrail terminal industry without a doubt. I think that within 10 years, there will be no more old-style terminals.
This isn't the first time Dr. Sicking has worked to revolutionize the guardrail industry.
My first experience was 1988. And we developed the compression technology, which is what's used today, still today.
After Dale Earnhardt's death at Daytona International Speedway in 2001, Dr. Sicking developed a new safety barrier used today on NASCAR tracks.
Until that time, we basically had a trial and error system where we would run a crash test, think about what could be fixed, and brainstorm and decide on some changes, and we wreck it again. And doing that, you'd have 40 or 50 crash tests before you got a product that worked.
He was then awarded the National Medal of Technology and Innovation by President George Bush.
What keeps you going? What keeps you involving this industry?
It's saving lives. I mean, there are literally thousands of people out there who run into my safety hardware and are alive today because of it.
It's what brings us to this crash test today, where Dr. Sicking,
Watch out for the wood.
now works with Dr. Schrum.
So this is the original prototype of the NGT. This is what we crash tested in August of 2016.
They're awaiting federal approval for their next generation terminal.
The guardrail terminal head kind of bit into the front of that vehicle and caught it. Started out at 10 degrees, ended up staying on the guardrail, didn't even spin out to the backside.
Schrum says it would prevent drivers from having incidents like this one in Minnesota. A truck hit the end of a guardrail on the interstate and traveled more than 100 feet before rolling over the side of a barrier and onto a highway below. The driver survived.
What we're finding is that in a lot of cases, that body of water or that bridge pier or whatever it is 120 feet away, 150 feet away. And yet we're still getting 250 fatal crashes per year.
We found that many lives could be saved if we could solve this problem. And I had an idea for how we could do it. And it took us a long time. It took us 7 years, but we got it done. And there'll be a lot of people alive next year.
I know it's been 8 years, but to me, it's still like it was yesterday. And I still I shake my head in disbelief, you know, that this even happened.
Chloe Arenas died after her car crashed into an Orange County pond in 2015.
I can't do this. This is the hardest part. I know. And I kept calling her phone. There was no answers.
Her family says she was charitable and dependable. Chloe was studying to become a veterinarian.
She loved working with exotic animals. Elephants were one of her favorite.
When Chloe's car was pulled out of the pond, her schoolwork was scattered. Even her stethoscope was in the floorboard. Chloe's best friend saw a story posted online showing her black Hyundai Elantra.
I remember before anybody confirming, just same thing dropping to the ground. It's like everything just kind of came out of you.
Clarissa Lindsay says the shock of the grief put her in fight mode. She realized there was no guardrail to stop Chloe from going into the pond at the end of an exit ramp for State Road 408. That sparked an online petition, and eventually Florida lawmakers passed Chloe's law requiring guardrails where someone has drowned in a car between 2006 and 2016.
We didn't get everything that we wanted, which is common with the first time that a bill is born.
While Chloe's family and friends have fought to get a guardrail installed where her car veered off the road, it still hasn't happened. The county says it's not safe to put one there. Chloe's accident happened shortly before these engineers started working on the next generation terminal. The most recent crash test was exactly 8 years after Chloe's death.
She's not just special within these four walls of our home and because she's my family and because she's my sister. Like, she really is, as she leaves this house, she is touching people.
Chloe's friends and family are excited about the possibilities of this new guardrail terminal.
We need that protection, especially around these bodies of water, these ponds. They're so dangerous. It's just, to me again, it's just a no-brainer. There should be one there. There should have been one there already.
And these engineers think it could be a game changer when it comes to saving lives.
Got one more shot at some of these things. And I have a bucket list of 5 projects that I want to solve and bring to the market before I die. And this is the first one. 1 down, 4 to go.
And Trump says, unlike the guardrails we've shown you over the last 6 months that were improperly installed, this should be relatively easy to install and has very few parts that can be intermingled. It took a crew just 45 minutes to put one together. Jennifer Titus, 10 Investigates.
The engineers expect to hear whether the feds approve the guardrail by the end of the year. You can see other stories from 10 Investigates, the series UnGuarded, including some guardrails that experts say are potentially problematic at Disney. It's streaming now on 10 Tampa Bay Plus and 10tampabay.com/10Investigates.